Yeah.
Rumor has it that you participated in the last Lagos Marathon.
The rumor is entirely not wrong, Kate. I did participate.
Okay.
There was a spectator from the comfort of my living room cheering out the runners on TV.
Well, that makes the two of us because I also did watch from the comfort of my living room. But my biggest praise goes to the Lagos State government for providing smooth, upgraded and sound roads, without which the marathon wouldn't have been possible.
And while the Lagos State government upgrades our road, it has made moves to establish sanity on them and order in our transportation with the inauguration of mobile courts. We'll be looking at this on today's show.
But first, we take off with the news highlights. I am Kate Harmony.
I am Obafemi Craig. Welcome to
Lamata Half Hour. Hello and welcome to News Highlights on Lamata Half Hour. Commuters using the Ikorodu to CMS Bus Rapid Transit BRT services have commended the Lagos State government and Lamata for the prompt resolution of ticketing challenges earlier experienced with the use of the bus service. Some of the commuters who gave the commendation said it showed that the government is committed to keeping its promise of delivering a truly world-class and efficient public transportation system that would support the socio-economic and other needs of the state as a mega city. Mr. Shegun Aderibigbe, a regular user of the BRT service, said the resolution of ticketing system has brought so much relief and restored calm at bus shelters along the corridor. He, however, urged Lamata to expedite action on its plan to fully deploy all the 434 buses meant for the bus operation as promised in order to reduce further the waiting time at the bus shelters during peak periods. Mr. Kolawole Ojolabi, External Relations Specialist, Lamata, said the Lagos State government through Lamata is committed to working towards delivering a truly effective, efficient, safe and affordable multimodal integrated public transportation system. The delegation from the Ibadan Urban Flood Management Project has commended Lamata's knowledge management system, which allows for sharing and transfer of experiences and knowledge from the organization to others for enhanced and even development across the country. Mr. Adebayo Ayorinde, the project coordinator, made this remark in Lagos during his team's visit to Lamata on a fact-finding and knowledge-sharing mission. Ayorinde, who led the 16-man team on the mission, said the team was visiting to share in Lamata's wealth of experience in the area of risk management, stakeholder management, community awareness, procurement procedures, and time management in project implementation. During the two-day visit, series of presentations on specific areas of interest were made with specialized sessions held with Lamata specialists in those areas. Site visits for on-site assessment and knowledge sharing was also held. The Ibadan Urban Flood Management Project is a World Bank project with the objective of preventing and managing flood with other related issues in Oyo State. And that ends the news highlights. It's a new dawn for pedestrians and drivers, passengers and riders in Lagos. If you break traffic rules on the roads, you will not be taken to the court. The court will come to you right at the scene where the offense was committed for immediate trial and conviction through the newly established mobile court.
The goal of the mobile court is to protect our lives by enforcing order and civility on Lagos roads, by discharging justice without delay. So, what do the mobile courts look like? How will they operate? And what are the rules we must abide by? Let's go find out on the move.
You're welcome back to Lamata Half Hour. What is the success of the mobile court in nations where it's in use? And how do you determine jurisdiction when justice is on the move? How much backing of the law do these mobile courts have when prosecuting offenders? If you're in doubt, you ask questions, and we're here to give you the answers. We have Mr. Akinkumi Idowu, Senior Special Assistant to the Attorney General of Lagos State. He'll be talking to us on that. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations on the launch of the mobile court.
Well, thanks.
Okay. So what was the idea behind the launch?
Well, launching the mobile court was, let me say, an institutional reaction to some societal challenges which we all experience particularly on the roads.
Okay.
And it is believed that this will help in traffic and environmental related matters to help to reduce them and possibly eradicate them.
Okay, so with regard to public transportation, what are the specific offenses contained in the law, and what are the prescribed fines?
Okay, there are so many traffic offenses,
Okay.
things we just take for granted because of the manner we live in Lagos, or we believe we should live in Lagos, always on the fast lane.
Yeah.
The simple ones are not respecting other road users, like pedestrians who want to make use of the zebra crossing. It is an offense when you don't stop. They have the right of way. Once you see anybody by the zebra crossing,
Absolutely.
you as the driver ought to wait to allow that person to cross. Not respecting traffic light indications, making illegal U-turns, for commercial bus drivers parking in undesignated places, picking and dropping passengers in such places. There's so many traffic offenses that you can
We have
imagine.
so many traffic offenses,
Yeah.
and Lagos is a mega city. How do you intend to achieve this? How many buses do you have?
We
Do you
have-
have enough capacity?
We will grow. We will grow. We have 5 buses to take off with now.
Okay.
We have 5 buses. We have magistrates. We have prosecutors. We have legal representation from Office of the Public Defender readily available for whoever desires for this.
Okay.
And that is the team that makes up the mobile court.
So how do you determine jurisdiction when justice is on the move? You know how you do it in the law courts.
Okay, it's a bit technical when you say jurisdiction. Jurisdiction of the mobile court, you see, let me give you a brief insight into what the mobile court, what the law allows it to do. The mobile court is also known as the Special Offences Court, and it is governed by the Special Offences Court law. That Special Offences Court, in it has a number of statutes,
Okay.
like the environmental sanitation law, environmental pollution law, street trading and illegal collection of dues, road traffic law, infringement of the Lagos State Water Corporation law, infringements on the on the survey law. These are some of the laws, a lot of laws, which the court, that is the mobile court, can exercise jurisdiction over.
Okay.
But our main target here for this project, we are beginning with trying to ease traffic congestion in Lagos.
Exactly. I was coming to that because I really want to understand how the direct impact on traffic control and management.
Yes. Obviously, once you have to pay the fines, you come before the court and you are judged to have infringed the law, and a penalty obviously will come with it. Once that is done, you'll be a good.
You won't be told.
You won't be told.
Because
you'll be
experience is the best
you'll be a
teacher.
good ambassador. You tell other people that don't do that, and the word
Exactly.
spreads. It's not a revenue generating venture. It is for us to live in a civilized manner.
Okay, talking about the way we act around here, I know this person, my brother is the DPO at the police station, so if I commit an offense, I don't have to pay anything because by the time you get to the police station, I already have someone that will speak for me, So how much backing of the law do we have to prosecute offenders?
The court is independent of the arresting officer.
Okay.
The arresting officer are policemen and members of the other law enforcement agencies. They bring these violators of the law before the court. So it's the court that exercises its discretion, guided by by the prescribed penalties in the law. So it is totally independent of any influence. I'm very certain of that.
Okay, if it's that independent, let's talk about the cases of us having police officers, men in uniforms, let's put it that way, that apply the BRT routes, for instance, and they feel, okay, I'm on the side of the law, so I can do anything I like. How would you prosecute people like that?
We have sent messages to such people. And for policemen, it's a lot easier to deal with. For the other armed personnel and members of the armed forces, such people obviously will be arrested and reported, taken to the higher authorities of their management.
Okay, to be prosecuted.
To be dealt with in their own way.
What about fines? How do you try them?
It is a magistrate.
How do you decide?
It's the magistrate's discretion.
Okay.
In the law, you find fines ranging from 5,000 to 50,000, but all these are determined. How it is meted out is determined by the magistrate's discretion.
Okay.
It's the magistrate's discretion that determines it, and he looks at. I believe he will look at the circumstances of every case and the person before him. And obviously, we also have community service sentencing available. Okay. Maybe for environmental sanitation day, you refuse to do it. The magistrate, in his wisdom, will decide that, well, by force, I will give you such punishment.
Are you going to arrest in Kirikiri?
Not arrest in Kirikiri, really. That's actually not the goal.
Just thinking aloud?
No, that's not the goal, really.
Okay.
And if these persons are arrested and fined, we have it in place to give them approximately about 24 hours to come forward, have the people come forward, pay the fines, and they can go home and be good ambassadors of the whole project.
Is the mobile court already in operation?
It is.
As we speak now?
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much. And what's your last word to our viewers at home?
Well, I hope that everybody will respect the law, respect other road users, and above all, respect themselves. And I'm sure we're going to live in Lagos happily together.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much.
So, if you decide to obey all traffic rules, you don't need to do the time. That's all we're talking about. So let's do the one that is easier. Try to obey traffic rules, avoid using illegal turns, try and consider other road users. And when you do all this, you won't have to do the time. Lamata Half Hour continues. I am Kate Harmony. Still Lamata Half Hour, we have Mrs. Abiola Oseni, Corporate Legal Secretary Lamata, who is here to enlighten us on how the recently launched mobile court will affect offenders on the BRT corridor. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Good evening. So how would you describe the recent launch of the mobile court?
Well, I think it's a laudable event, if you would say that it's an indication of some of the most important policies of Governor Akinwumi Ambode. Okay. His administration on law and order, which rests on the premise that no society will thrive in an atmosphere of lawlessness and disorder. It's one of the ways through which the administration of the governor of Lagos State aims to broaden the path that guarantees citizens to access to justice and at the same time ensure the preservation of civility in the society.
Okay. So you feel it's timely?
Very, very timely. It's another way of saying to people that, look, it's not business as usual. Hitherto, people have taken the laws into their hands, but now you know that on the spot, you're committing a crime, someone is ready to pick you up. And that's it, and immediately you're prosecuted.
So the court is coming to you, you don't need to be taken to the court?
Exactly. You don't need to be taken to court anymore. It's instant justice. We've always spoken about access to justice, and I think before now it's always been on the side of the offender or the innocent person. You never can tell whichever one it is. But now there's access to justice even for the government as well, because you're there, you have judgment immediately.
Okay, let's talk about a few offenses.
Yes, it's an offense to go on the BRT lane.
That's just one?
That's one offense. It's an offense to cut across the BRT lane.
Okay.
As in somebody comes, maybe an MTN, a Glo, an Airtel, they want to cut across it to access their ducts. It's an offense to do that. Okay. They're not supposed to. The way Lamata has done its roads, the ducts are on the sides, so you can always access. So it's no point cutting across the
So
lanes.
what impact would the operation of the mobile court have in the observance of the bus rapid transit?
Well, it's going to help the officials that ordinarily would chase after after the person who has committed the crime, the person who has breached the BRT law. Now you're there, right there. The mobile court is next door to you. You've been picked up, you're taken there, you're tried, and you're sentenced immediately. And from there, if you have to go to Kirikiri, what scenario you're there?
Oh, I didn't prefer that to
That's
happen. What?
yeah. Well, yes, it will happen to some people because it has now become an everyday thing. Everybody thinks it's business as usual.
As usual.
You want to go on the corridor. Everybody is a police officer.
Okay.
Everybody is a soldier. And we can't continue at that level. And even for policemen, I think it's high time they realize that even they would be tried by the same courts now, because now it's on the spot. So all this esprit de corps it wouldn't work anymore.
Oh, nice.
It won't work
So, on a final note, what advice do you have to give to our viewers?
Once you're ready to do the crime, just be ready to do the time. That's it. It's as easy as that. Once you breach any of the rules, be sure that the law is there. It catches up on you.
Wow.
Immediately.
Thank you so much for having us today on the program.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, we've said it before, and she has confirmed it again. If you're ready to do the crime, be ready to do the time. This time around, you don't have to be taken to the court. The court will come to you. The court is just right there, next to your bus stop. You never can tell. Lamata Half Hour continues. You're welcome back to the program. Here is a Facebook message from S10Ep5. It says, the BRT bus. All desire to get to destination as quick as possible. Downfall bus left behind. Commercial bus at far back. The choice is to board BRT bus. All queue in orderliness. Pay and collect your ticket. No balance of money. Signature at the back of the ticket. Amount written at the back. Enter to sit where you like. Calmness in the bus. Television to entertain at all time. No need to shout your bus stop. Bell button to notify when you are late. Advertising is forbidden in the bus. Preaching is forbidden in the bus. Smoking is forbidden in the bus. Fighting is forbidden in the bus. Heavy loads is forbidding in the bus. We love to board BRT bus, road demarcated from other ones. BRT lane has saved us from traffic in a twinkle of an eye. We already at our destination. Passengers enjoyed their trip. Ticketer, friend of all. Kudos to BRT bus. Kudos to BRT drivers. Boza for our government. Thank you, Adeyemi Kehinde, for that instructive poem. Be it phones, social media, or emails, our doors are open to receive your comments, questions, and remarks to any of the following contacts showing on your screen. It's been another great show, and you have been a great company. Remember, you don't want to be caught in the mesh of justice for breaking traffic rules, so do the right thing.
Have your vehicle documents complete and updated if you're a driver. Use the footbridges if you're a pedestrian, and acquaint yourself with the state traffic rules and regulations. Importantly, watching Lamata Half Hour is good education for law-abiding use of our roads. I am Obafemi Craig.
I am Kate Harmony. Lamata.
Keeping Lagos moving.
Eko Akete, Lagos, my home. With Lamata, Lagos is changing for the best. BRT lanes, modern rail